Hi everybody, Zach here for another episode of our flagship program, the Spidey-Dude Experience. This episode is brought to you by our loyal patrons over at patreon.com/Spidey-Dude Network. Pledge today and get both early access to content on the main channel, as well as entirely exclusive content, like brand new shows and commentaries for old Spidey stuff, including commentaries for the MTV series, for example, as well as the video editions for Voices from the Area Gargoyles podcast. And our Patreon first show focused on the Krakoan era of X-Men. We also want to encourage you to check out our other programs that are all available on Audio Edition. These are all over on Spidey-Dude.com, and they're available on your favorite podcasting app. Shows like Clone Saga Chronicles, the show that started this entire network, Spectacular Radio, Spectacular Sal Buscema era podcast, Amazing Spider-Man Classics, the Slot Symposium, and the sister program on this channel, Make Mine Mayday. As always, be sure to hit the like button. It really does help us big time in the algorithm. And additionally, if you have topics you'd like to cover on a live show or in a recorded medium, make sure to leave a comment down below the description or shoot us an email at Spideydude Radio Network at gmail.com. Finally, make sure to join our community. Be alerted to all new updates by hitting that subscribe button and clicking on the bell. But to be clear, your viewership is more than enough for us. And if you want to hang out with us off YouTube, you can always go to our Discord, where we have all sorts of fun stuff, or you can join us on our social medias and follow us there. All the links are down in the description below. As always, we want to be making some references to visual aids and or live comments. If you're an audio listener, pay that no mind, but leave that 5-star review for us. Any and all feedback we will read on future episodes. Thank you, and without further ado, let's get rolling with this episode of the Spidey-Dude Experience. And welcome back, everybody, to another episode here on the Spidey-Dude Experience. I am Zach Joyner, your friendly neighborhood host of the show. And of course, as always, I am joined by the stalwart of the show. We got Mr. Ultimate Adam. Welcome, Adam.
Hello.
And the man, the myth, the legend, the man that makes all the pretty graphics for our show, including the very pretty graphic that you see up on the screen. If you're listening to us audio version, you'll see the graphic on the audio edition. But hello to Neil, our producer. Neil.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too. You know what I'm hungry for? Some Marvel Legends. So that's what we're going to start off with tonight. Come on, that's a smooth transition. Don't even.
What have I done?
All right, so let's talk a little bit about Maximum series. You guys remember the Maximum series, right?
Oh, shit. I'm supposed to make a thumbnail for that. Oh, well.
Oh, this is for the Maximum series Deadpool. We will have a video review of the Maximum series Spider-Man provided by Javi, as Neil alluded to, very soon. So it is $49.99 available for pre-order right now. It is Deadpool and Droop. Now, you might be curious as to why Droop is included on this, and I did decide to pull up the reason why, because it is a reference to another Marvel Legend, but way back when.
Way back when. Ashley into the Wild Wild West.
Hi, Ashley. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
So, all right. So, where's it at? Okay. So the reference to the original figure is this. The Toy Biz version of the figure with Group came with a stand. So it's definitely a homage to that original 2004 Toy Biz. This is an eBay listing that we're seeing up on the screen of that particular figure. So just wanted to kind of, reference that as to why they're including this on the Maximum series Deadpool. Now, I will say this. The problem is not that it exists. The problem is that, well, is it Maximum series? And the truth is, other than that,
according to the packaging, it is.
According to packaging, it is. But this is definitely, it's got the same articulation scheme as the last year's San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Deadpool with Bob. The amount of guns and weapons included with it are essentially the same as the 2019 Deadpool. Yes, it has more sets of hands. And it has the blast effects that you can stick on the end of the guns. But other than that, it's just, it's kind of underwhelming.
That's dupe, by the way. That's not...
Dupe? What was I saying? Bloop?
I don't remember. I just felt like correcting you.
Thank you. Well, somebody's got to. So then we had Toy Fan Expo Toronto this last weekend, and they revealed the next in the Walmart series of retro card figures, Mysterio. So this is done to look just like the 90s animated series. There was a retro Mysterio before that was a fan channel exclusive, but once again, Walmart is getting the animated series figures. So these are going to be Walmart exclusive, going to come out around Walmart CollectorCon. It'll be interesting to see if this hits stores, because they are doing like a whole stuff in the Action Alley, what they call the Action Alley, where they have like a display for like collectibles specifically. They did some re-releases, Rhino, Sandman, and J. Jonah Jameson. It was a fruitless effort for me. I was trying to find Rhino and Sandman, but I could not find it. So, but yeah, this looks good, especially if you're looking to grow your 90s show collection. He does have the ponytail like he does in the animated series, so this is much more accurate than what we got before. So, and then just as a brief aside, we have some other things that were announced at there, which is the Strong Guy Build-A-Figure is going to get a single card release with an extra head swap. And we've got the other thing that was interesting that came out this weekend. This thing looks awesome. This is Tamashii Nation's Spider-Man Gamerverse SH Figuarts action figure. This is based on the Marvel vs. Capcom, but they can't, because they don't have the rights to it. They can't call it that. So this is got the web shield just like he does in the game. He's got the posability just like he does in the game. So they got this ultimate web throw that you see in the video game. And if you know the video game, you know this pose extremely well. So this may end up being what a lot of people consider the definitive Spider-Man figure, even more surpassing the Muffex figure. So yeah, beautiful looking figure. Going to be probably around $100 and some odd. So if
I did the math. It's translated from about 10,000 Japanese yen. It's down to, I think, $67 US. Let me check.
Yeah, that's actually not bad.
Yeah.
If we can get it.
Oh, yeah, we're not including tariffs or any...
Oh, no, they're not shipping to the US.
Oh, fuck!
Japan's not shipping here, so... That's the newest on the list. So, looks like we're making a trip.
All right, guys, Japan. Time for a Japan trip.
And then finally, to kind of round out the toy news, so every year they have a deluxe version of the annual subscription for Marvel Unlimited. And this year it's kind of sort of Fantastic Four themed, but we see that it's going to be a black suited Spider Woman. I don't know what this is from. Can anybody help me? Because I don't.
I think it's just a variant cover from Peach Momoko.
Okay, so
I love it though. Look at how adorable she is.
Yeah, I mean it's yeah. I mean, so I think this is using the is it using a specific body mold, and I can't remember what it is. But anyway, this is with the annual plus membership kit that you get exclusively for Marvel Unlimited. They always have some sort of Marvel Legends figure in there. And so if you're going to do the annual subscription, which is, I think, $120, you get this, as well as some Doom related stuff and some Fantastic Four stuff, as always. So there you go. All right. So that is the end of the toy news for this episode. All right. Neil, would you like to talk about Ultimate Spider-Man number 20?
Yeah, let me pull up the thing. Hang on.
All right. Ashley's rocking the black hair tonight.
Yeah. That's called didn't want to do my hair.
Hey, I have 100% less hair on my head than I do.
I wouldn't advertise that.
I mean, you could have 100% hair on your head if you wore that wig.
You know what? It's in the back of my closet.
Mm-hmm.
Should have worn it.
There are many other things in that closet too, Zach.
Is it my mic, Vank? Or did it go away?
I don't know what might be me. I have a
maybe. Yeah, I think it's Neil. It's Neil's is a little hot.
Let me go in and adjust that real quick. Where can I go to fix that?
Say hi to my chat, LAMO. I told you the O is his hairline. Yeah, well, that's true. Probably going to end up having a episode where I have half of a beard. So that's extremely lovely considering today's news and sports.
Why?
So I made a bet with Walter that if the Cowboys lose to the Bears, I have to shave off half my beard.
It's the Cowboys, dingus. What did you expect?
I would have said the same, but here we are.
I'm going to shave half my beard and leave the other half on for the entirety of the episode, and then I will shave the rest of it off after I get.
Wait, hang on. I got a thought process. Why don't you just shave depth? He didn't say you had to shave the side.
No, he said I had to shave half my beard was the bet.
I know.
Yeah, Walter, so shave half. So shave half the beard depth wise.
Mm-hmm.
So just turn the razor up to like a 3, and then we'll
see what happens.
Yeah, I know. Zach. This is why you have me on here, is to find you weird little workarounds for your problems.
Loopholes.
Yeah,
Zach. Yep. Well, I'm still a fan, even though I'm very upset and brokenhearted.
Zach is a gambling man.
Yep.
We all know that.
And Walter has really detailed bets for things.
Yes.
So.
Well, don't worry, Zach. We've lost you an obscene amount of money, but we'll take you to Earl's Sandwich afterwards.
And if the Bears lose, Walter has to do the same thing. So we are.
So hang on. Is this just like throughout the entire preseason scrimmage, or is
no? This is they play a game, an actual regular season game this year against each other. So it will be upon the result of that particular game, and so it would be the ASM episode following the game. So that way Walter's there. So he can revel in my misery. All right. So
okay, I've got the thing.
Neil, you've got the recap.
Okay, so Ultimate Spider-Man number 20. Jesus Christ, we're only 4 issues from the end. Oh
I know, I hate that so much.
Okay, so written by Chartman, drawn by Star Trek guy, colored by
what?
David Messina did like a ton of Star Trek work.
Okay.
And colored by Matt Wilson. He's the only one who gets a name because he's done way too much shit for me to label him to one guy. So it's August. Harry and his wife Gwen are at a restaurant, and Gwen's like, "Are you sure they're coming?" They're like 25 minutes late. This is like the opening to The Social Network, or not the opening of Social Network, but if you've seen the scene where Oscar winner Andrew Garfield, Brenda Song from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and Lex Luthor from Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice are meeting with Justin Timberlake in a restaurant. This has that kind of vibe. Anyways, they look over and Peter and MJ go, "Oh shit, this isn't the Swingers Club. We got to go out there. Sorry, bye." Zach, can you pull the page with Peter's shirt?
Oh, yeah, in the preview
with Messina's classic, like, Peter only has one shirt and it's the like semi Henley.
Yeah, give me just a second.
The least he could have done was put him in a button up,
give him a button up, like,
or
damn,
a jacket.
Man,
give
put
him
those
like a
things
jacket.
away. You're in public.
Give him a jacket, like on the cover. He looks like an idiot. He's in a t-shirt at like a fancy restaurant. Granted, they're the only 4 people in there besides the wait staff, but it's like
It was flown in because they
Come
got
dressed
that
for the
kind of
occasion.
money.
This is an example. This is like going to your friend's wedding dressed in like bell-bottom jeans and
Hang on.
and that would only work with like a blue bonnet wedding. And even then I would be like, Jesus Christ, wear a suit like a normal person. Anyways, like Adam and Ashley said,
Damn it.
Harry.
Hang on.
What?
I'm finding it. Keep going.
It'll
So-
pop up at some point.
So like Adam and Ashley said, Harry had the entire staff replaced and rented out the entire place. So I guess because Harry's supposed to be dead, so they don't want anyone recognizing him. So MJ's more curious than she is hungry, but Gwen's like, well, whatever you want, you're gonna get your fill tonight.
Are we sure we're still not at the swingers club?
Yeah, this has some meet me in the back room vibes.
It really does.
Like, Peter is yoked in this shirt.
I'm not even complaining about him being yoked, like, but put your fucking honkers away, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, if you got him, flaunt him. Of course, his boobs are almost as big as MJ's in that picture.
I feel like Campbell drew that.
No, Miss J. Scott Campbell's too curved. This is like all geometry. This is like that. You remember in Parks and Rec where Aziz Ansari has the abstract painting with the circles and squares? I've been staring at this for 5 hours. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I've not watched Parks and Rec, but I'm just going to take your word for it. I know.
You need to. It's so good.
Well, seasons 2 onwards.
Mm-hmm.
But season 1's only like what, 6 episodes, so it's like a micro season.
Right.
I miss when like 6 episodes wasn't like the standard for a season. Anyways, they go to sit down and why are you posting variant covers? Oh wait, that's your thing. Anyways, the entire conversation is basically Peter and MJ wanting Harry and Gwen to kind of come clean about their place in the world. Cut right over to Uncle Ben, Richard, and is it Mary? Or is it May? It's May. That's how little this kid has to do with this book.
Yes, it's Little May.
Yes. May 2. They're watching TV while Aunt Anna is, I guess, just sitting in front of the refrigerator staring at it. I don't know what she just goes, oh, anyone wants some food? And then Ben's like, now where's my boyfriend? I'm back here. Turns out he's on a date with oh shit, what's MJ's mom's name? Madeline.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should know this. I have read the book, but you know.
there is a cast page.
This is what happens when you have an ADHD person recap your comic book.
But you
We
do
go
so
on,
well.
like 18 adventures, and eventually we find our way.
It's because someone specifically here requested the ADHD person recap the book.
Yeah, because sometimes when Zach gives me the recaps, it puts me to eat. I go EP. I do. His voice is very relaxing when he tells recaps, and it's just I go to sleep.
Next up on NPR.
Yeah, see that he does that. I hate that. Stop that, because then I'm like,
Next
we're
time
still-
on Consider This, we consider whether birds should fly into windmills.
Are birds actually alive, or are they merely a conspiracy theory? More on the
Studies say. Anyways,
There's
a
war for your mind. We got a tinfoil hat we need here with Alex Jones. You know what I mean?
oh, Zach will finally have something on his head. Wow.
see, this is why we have the ADHD person, because we do this kind of content.
Hang on. I'm trying to pivot back. I'm pivoting back.
See,
Hang
we
on.
made back. We took that side
back.
quest. No, we're back.
Anyways, Richard's like, oh, I don't think we should be watching this scary movie. It's rated R. And Uncle Ben's like, you're right. Let's talk about how much trouble you're going to be in, dipshit. May goes to bed. And so Richard's like, oh, I want to talk about it. We'll get back to that later. Anyways, is that a plant behind MJ? I can't tell. It looks like a bunch of French fries flying in the air. Classic Messina. Anyways,
looking. That's the ADHD, dude. Also, why you do these, because I can follow what you're putting down half the time. Helps my brain.
Anyways, Harry's like, so the chef is European. I think he's actually Ralph Fiennes from The Menu, starring Anna Taylor-Joy, but I can't be sure yet until he kills us all. The conversation then turns into like the cost of going in too deep. Like all this information is like a black hole sucking everything around it. And Gwen kind of comes to the conclusion, oh, you're worried about your kids. And Gwen kind of comes to the conclusion like, oh, MJ and her kids are kind of dead weight to Peter to keep this fight going. That's kind of the major through line of Gwen's point here, is that Gwen views this very pragmatically. She views it as like a fight that needs to be won, and kind of views MJ's kids, and kind of to a point MJ herself, as obstacles to completing it. It cuts back to Richard for a minute, where he's oddly not geometric. And he's like contemplating like what his relationship. The recap page calls it a situationship with Felicia, but it's weird to have a 15-year-old in a situation. I don't know how I feel about that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, he's ranting and then rambling about how there's situations that the suit can't handle, how he doesn't really know what he's doing, but his parents think he can't handle it. And Uncle Ben just looks at him and goes, I thought you didn't want to talk about it. What the fuck are you talking about? Anyways, like I said, the kind of through line for MJ is, and she's wondering like, these secrets could kind of cost us this entire web that we've weaved. Hey, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
She's wondering like what the cost of this whole situation is going to be, including their children, and when does it stop? And Harry kind of just lays it down like the only way out is through. It ends when we win, no matter the cost. And so MJ runs to the bathroom. Peter's like, Jesus Christ, you guys, you really fucked that up. And Gwen's like, no, hang on, let me go to the bathroom and talk to her. Cut to the Parker. Do we call this the Parker residence or the Watson residence? Because this is technically,
I guess it's the Watson residence. Yeah.
Anyways, I keep forgetting MJ's mom's name.
Madeline.
Anyways, Madeline comes home, and she and Jonah have been on a date, and Jonah's like, Jonah's like, I'm gonna get laid tonight, and then Madeline says, yeah, I'm tired. So Jonah gets friend-zoned. Jonah gets friend-zoned as Gale close. Jesus fucking Christ!
Just as Zach, and he'll say the name every time. He won't.
Madeline.
Yeah. Gilf closes the door on Jonah, and she goes to Ben, and Ben goes, have fun, and Madeline's like, oh, I'm getting there, and then Ben's like, yeah, I'm going home, bye. Anyways, back to the bathroom. That sounds so stupid to say. Anyways, back to the bathroom. Gwen's like, listen, I know that you didn't want to hear what's going on out there, but between you and me, I'm a pretty bad messenger when it comes to stuff like this. MJ comes out, and Gwen kind of hammers the point that like, hey, so off panel, Peter's been doing a lot of good. The reader won't get to see that good, but we'll tell them that it exists so they can be sure that Peter's certainly at the top of Iron Lad's list. The problem is that he's too innocent. It's a weakness. And eventually the conversation turns from that to like, oh, your kids are you and your kids are holding back Peter from when he needs to be. And MJ is like, So when do you get your Mysterio amulet back? And Gwen replies in 11 days. And MJ says, oh, okay. And then she fucking does the first thing she's done in 20 issues and knocks the shit out of Gwen. So anyways, Gwen's slumped over in the toilet, and Peter and Harry are chilling out in the restaurant still. And they're like, oh, they're Gwen's a problem solver. She'll figure it out. MJ comes back and MJ says, you're a good man, Peter, and you could be too, Harry. But your wife is going to get everybody killed. She's a fucking psychopath, and someone needs to do something about that. And it cuts over to a wall full of masks, and oh, look, it's Mr. Negative, who I guess shaved his beard off panel. To be continued.
It's just because it's the way the way they are.
I just don't see. Did he have the mustache part?
Yeah, he had the goatee.
Then where is it?
It's there. You just gotta kind of zoom in.
It's not there. He shaved it. Messina for Lord.
It is there. You just gotta zoom in really closely, and then maybe you can.
Yeah, you gotta zoom in on like the pixels.
Potentially, it's there.
Hang on.
He definitely has some kind of facial hair.
In a book called The Ultimate Potential Man, there sure is potential for there to be a goatee.
Hang on, I zoomed in on it.
Oh, I just realized there's a PNG of Mysterio. There's no beard.
I see one little hair, maybe. What is that?
It's right there. Like right there where my freaking cursor is.
I can't see your cursor.
Oh.
I just see one little line.
Oh my god.
That looks like a nose hair he needs to trim. That's what I see.
That's just a random line.
Walter, get me my not our Walter, but Walter Hardy. Oh. Walter, get your daughter to get me the tweezers. This fucker's getting pruned.
Okay, we got the very. What is this a reference to? This is like supposed to be a reference to like a homage to a something.
I don't like.
It looks like a 90s,
at all.
It looks like a 90s poster of some sort.
Looks like Kanosian just got like a horror like movie poster, and I don't like that. That one has implications.
That one looks like an Archie comic to me.
Yeah. But,
I thought you said something completely different. Oh.
It's like, what if Archie and Strip Poker were mixed in on a cover? And
I mean, you've never seen
like a Tom King
Riverdale,
comic.
so that's like definitely Riverdale.
Oh my god.
Sounds like a Tom King comic.
Okay. Adam, what do you think about this issue?
I don't know.
I'm just
someone give me an opinion.
I mean, it was fine. I feel like, I wonder if we need to do, thinking about it, I wonder if we need to do Jonah Ben, Madeline, love triangle stuff this far in. I guess I just kind of wonder what's the point of that right now. I guess it's
to
just
wrap it up.
To have them have something to do.
Like in the literal last minute
that's
of the
what
book.
Jonah was trying. That's what Jonah was trying to do before he got interrupted.
They're trying to give him a nice happy ending before the end of this.
Literally. And figuratively. I mean, yeah, it's good, I guess. I don't know. Like, a lot of talking, which we all like, I guess.
It's a classic Hickman Messina talking issue.
Yeah. There've been a couple of those.
So
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, the Mary Jane punching Gwen, that's fine, I guess. I'm not like as jazzed about that as people seem to be. Like, and it's not that I'm like, I mean, it's funny because Gwen is really like a piece of shit here, so it is cool, I guess, that Mary Jane does that, but I don't know. I
think it's all everything wrapped up that she's been dealing with. I think that's what it was. Is she finally is doing something about her feelings that she's been harboring for 20 or 19 other issues, basically, at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a thing that happens in the book, I guess. I guess it'll just be interesting how they follow up on this, which is what I say every episode.
Next time on
the Ultimate Podcast. All right, Neil, your thoughts, my friend?
Oh shit! No one's given me an opinion to have yet.
Okay,
no,
then I'll give one. It's fine. I got a bunch of them at this point. So.
Let's let Ashley go because she's going to be the one that gives us the proper opinion.
I'm very happy that they finally said Venom and brought that up in the beginning instead of going, "Oh, it's just a symbiote."
It's just a Picotech suit.
Yeah. So love that. Women doing their thing in the bathroom. That's like typical. That's where the magic happens. That's why we got to go in groups, have Fight Club, where you don't talk about Fight Club. So it happens in the bathroom. I'm glad that she finally did that because honestly, WTF, like she's had no emotions. Like even when she's been upset, it's been for like 2 seconds. And then she goes,
gets
"Hey,
over. People have sex."
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I think
and then a month passes and we don't see anything else.
I know. I forgot that they had a daughter. I'm glad
I
she
genuinely forgot. I genuinely forgot the child's name. I forgot completely.
Yeah.
Glad she's alive.
I feel like the juggling of all the characters, like I almost feel like there are too many characters to juggle now. Like, but
there's only like 6 characters, but that's like a lot.
It's not really, but it's not really juggling. It's just now we're doing follow up on like every character kind of gets their moment, I guess, and like their little arcs over the whole thing. But I feel like we've got like a dozen supporting characters almost. Maybe not that, but it's like, because I was thinking this too, because like all of a sudden, this issue, last issue, we've got Mary Jane's family back in there, and Anna's just kind of there.
She exists solely to give them a place to live.
Yeah,
I do think. Boy, I really need someone to give me an opinion.
Let me jump in. While you're still collecting your thoughts.
It's a competently written book, and the art is fine.
I 100% agree with that. Here's my issue. It's the exact same issue as issue 6.
Issue 4.
Issue 4. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Yeah,
it's literally almost verbatim the exact same issue as issue 4. And I get that
everyone's on the same page now, so it's the sequel to that.
The idea is that everyone's kind of in issue 4. Everyone's kind of talking circles around each other, not getting to the point. Yeah. But now everything's on the table, and all the characters are coalescing.
100% agree. But when you have only 24 issues, most of this issue could have been done in half the pages. And you could have done something that would actually have progressed the story a little bit further. I feel like this was we have complained, like when we've given criticisms, the critiques and everything have been primarily the pacing and primarily the way that the monthly format's working, right? Because it's writing, basically you're writing in a box. And while it is satisfying to see MJ finally stand up for herself and her kids.
This is 20 issues in.
We're 20 issues in.
Right.
Like this is more of the MJ that I am used to, especially if you've read MJ from basically 1980 to 1999, particularly.
Like the second spec, the second JMD spec run. Basically,
yeah, well, I would say starting with the DeFalco run when you started having Mary Jane being a closer friend to Peter.
No, I'm talking about like the end. Like
the end,
what I consider like right before the reboot.
Exactly,
like this JMD's second spec run.
That version of MJ literally takes a bat to the Chameleon's face and knocks his ass out like a punk. And
that's why I'm glad I'm finally seeing her do something.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, and I've said this, I think I said this a couple of months ago when this was solicited. I was hoping that this would be an MJ centric issue, and it kind of was. But again, it kind of is hitting the same character beats as what we've already seen, down to like even the posing is like homaging that original issue. And I get that. It's just like, man, we have a limited amount of issues left. They're going to have to pack a lot in the final 4 issues. And I'm hoping that we get a satisfactory conclusion to the story. We know that the last 4 issues have been written.
No.
We know that I think the artwork's being done. It's just
still good. Just we're in kind of a scrutinizing mood.
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah. I mean, it's what was the whole thing in Wonder Woman 84. It's good, but it could be better.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Is that it very much is in the spirit of the original Ultimate Spider-Man comic, where there was severe decompression. I just wish that there was a little more. I mean, I wish there would have been a little bit more with Ben and Richard. I think that would have been great. And
I feel like they were trying to do it, and then they had to add in their little love triangle. I thought Ben would finally confess his love at that point, because he's like, "How did Jake go? Oh, you're getting shut down. By the way, I've been here the whole time, baby. Like
kiss me now."
Yeah. Yeah, I was the one the whole time.
The last page of 24.
So I gotta say, real quick,
over his head.
I think Ultimates bypasses this issue because it has a rotating cast. The problem is that Hickman wants every character to be equally important, and simultaneously no one's important except for Harry and Gwen. Whereas, like in Ultimates, just to kind of pull it up, like the issue 15, the most recent one with Shang-Chi, you can just pull, oh, hey, here's Iron Lad, She-Hulk, Giant Man. Oh, and Danny Rand, the guy that was in prison with Luke. Like you can pull like individual characters, give them a bit of time to shine. You're not really off worse for wear, especially because it kind of uses the monthly format a bit better, because it's not like one continuous, like it's not trying to tread that line between being a continuous serialized story while also being like one and dones in the monthly format. So it ultimately just comes down, I think, to like Hickman's trying to have it both ways, where he wants every character to be there but not really give any one of them enough to do. I do think this was a good use of Messina art. I think it would have been wasted on Chichetto.
It would have, yeah.
Isn't Chichetto coming back for next issue?
Yeah, I think he's coming
I
back.
think so.
So I was looking, because somebody actually finally made a cosplay costume, and I was trying to find it on his Instagram.
Of who?
Marco Chichetto.
Oh, okay.
I think Adam had sent that too.
Oh, I saw that picture that Javi sent the group. I was like, I did not expect Chichetto to look like that.
Is it in our chat?
Yeah, it's in the group chat.
Okay, let me pull up my group chat. Not on screen, obviously.
I was gonna say, you better.
Half of it's just Ashley yelling at me for reasons, so
Just doing Ashley things, You
should feed Neil.
All right, where's her?
It's up there. Oh lordy, it is on Sunday at 10:18.
Okay. Yeah, because our group chat likes to blow up sometimes.
Yeah, Javi was like, Jesus Christ, it's been 49 messages, and I'm just from this group chat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of wish MJ had. I don't want to. I hesitate to say it, like I wish MJ had been more self-reflective, but I kind of wish we'd gotten a bit more introspection about her role in the world. Because like they made a huge deal about her being like a PR guru, like optics person, and
they've done nothing with the paper.
Yeah, they've done nothing with the paper. They've done nothing with MJ's job. They've done nothing with. Take the cover off.
Yeah,
but I guess I just kind of wish I had how does MJ feel about being the pawn of like a fascist regime? How does one feel about that when what they thought was innocuous work is doing the good work for people with bad intentions? I wish we'd gotten to see a bit more of her internal thoughts and not just like, oh, you think my kids are dead weight? Well, watch this. Bam.
Mm-hmm.
One punch knockout.
She's like, so you ain't got the amulet, right? And then
And now Gwen is dead.
Snap. Now Gwen is rotting in an Applebee's bathroom.
Damn.
That would be really funny if like Peter and MJ walked out and it was just an Applebee's. Yeah, we replaced the entire staff of an Applebee's. We took good American jobs and replaced them with euros.
Yeah, I think that it's a good issue.
It's not a great one. Sorry.
It's not a great issue. You know,
and my boys were in it, and it couldn't save it for me, other than the fact that it finally mentioned that was Venom, and then we're probably never going to see anything with that again.
I do think it's really funny that like Richard is like, I don't want to talk about it, Uncle Ben. I don't want to talk about it. And then like he goes into a fucking like 9-panel Tom King, Alan Moore grid dialogue about his situationship. And Uncle Ben's just like, what the fuck? I told you didn't want to talk about it.
I don't think he even knew that he had a girlfriend. So he's probably like, what are you talking about, kid? This one just rated R movie. Felicia? This one just rated R movie. What the fuck?
I just wanted to watch Blair Witch Project. I don't know why that. I just thought.
I know. I was like, I wonder what they would have watched, honestly.
That's a good R-rated
movie.
And
I still feel like Peter's just a passenger in his own book, and it's like, man.
I think that's really funny, to be honest. Like, nothing's changed about that. It's still the Harry and Gwen book.
Man, like, I mean, he stands up for MJ, but it's like, God.
Yeah, no, like when he's like, you know, thank you guys for being complete dicks. And he's not even, and you know he's not mad at Harry. Like,
mad at Gwen.
Right.
He's pissed off at Gwen. And frankly, MJ is, here's the thing. In this whole scenario, MJ is right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, MJ is seeing the details in the forest, and she's going, you guys are going to get killed by this bitch.
And you're going to get us killed with you.
And we're going to be collateral damage with it. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, it is refreshing for MJ to be the voice of reason, because that's how she has been historically portrayed with Peter.
Yeah, sure.
So it's nice to see that she's sitting there looking at just coming in it, and she's coming in with fresh eyes. Like, Gwen has been radicalized for possibly decades at this point.
Yeah.
Right? Harry kind of sort of radicalized over a couple years. Peter is...
Well, Harry was radicalized out of inconvenience because his dad got fucking atomized by... What?
7-Eleven.
Okay, it wasn't my joke. Javi, I know you're going to listen
to
this later. It wasn't me.
I brought
it wasn't me.
All right.
Thumbs down, thumbs
That's
down.
what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about earlier. Where Hickman repeats the bit where, like, oh, Peter's so important. He's at the top of the Maker's list of dangerous people. And then Radiac's kind of pointing out in the group chat where it's like, Peter has done nothing to, like, on panel at least, he has done nothing to warrant the level of, like, admiration that Gwen's like, Peter is important. He's saving lives. He's what everyone needs him to be. You're holding him back. It's like, I haven't seen him do shit.
Yeah,
I saw him fight with once.
And that's like classic telling and not showing. Like,
his son's done more. Like, let's just be real, because all I remember is him getting his ass kicked a couple of issues.
I need to update my like, oh, how many issues is Spider-Man in costume in this? It's every time, like, it's always
every
back
time
and forth.
Messina draws it, it goes down by 1 for the fraction.
Well, to be fair, I think it's like, it is about even, like, half. I think he's in costume in like half the issues. And we're at 20, so it's probably like right now it's somewhere between 9 and 11 that he's
okay, Tevye, I love you, buddy. I do.
This ain't Mayday.
This ain't Mayday.
It's not Mayday. Number one. Number
it's barely May, if we're being honest.
Exactly. Like
it is a redheaded girl that happens to be called May. That's
like
it.
She's appeared like in like I
3
talk
issues.
about panels, the amount of panels that she's appeared in. I think she's appeared in like 10 panels total in the entire freaking book, most of which was in the first 2 issues.
That's because she made the suit like symbol. That was it.
She basically served her purpose, and she has been in La off panel land.
She's like the guy that named the band, and then no one ever heard of him again. Like,
lol, good point. Okay, great. That's awesome. Anyways, I do want to point out that like even though I find Peter being like a passenger princess incredibly funny,
I've been thinking that in my brain this whole time when everybody keeps going, he's just a passenger son, but I'm like, passenger princess, don't say it. Thank you, Neil, for being the same brain cell tonight.
Welcome. I'll pass it back to you for half an hour. Okay,
Ashley, are you a passenger princess?
Fuck no, I like driving. No way am I in the other
Get in the
side.
Ford F-450.
For real. I'm gonna ask my friends, blare my music, drink my like iced coffee, and like
I thought you were gonna say like
it.
I'm gonna drink my NOS energy drink.
No, my G Fuel, definitely that. That's usually in the other cup holder.
That was when he was making that cross country trip in like a week. Like, God.
Anyways. I want to get back to I want to pivot back to the point. My point was that Peter being a passenger princess, like his entire thing, like, oh, the Maker's coming back. The Maker's coming back in 5 months. Peter's done like jack shit to stop it. Harry's done more to stop the Maker than Peter has.
Yeah.
And even then, Harry hasn't done a whole lot. I'm honestly disappointed there hasn't been more interaction between Peter and the Ultimates. Especially considering that Iron Man said, "Oh, I'll be in touch," and then neither Ultimates nor in Ultimate Spider-Man have they interacted since then.
So okay, I'm looking at the next.
That's like, oh, I'll call you, we'll hang out sometime, and then you never call that person. That's literally.
To be fair, Iron Lad has spent 6 of the last. How long has it been since issue? It's been 12. He spent about half of the last year in an iron lung, so can't really fault him for those. But
ditch lad.
Holy shit, Jess.
Yep.
We do know he's going to be an Ultimate Endgame, which is good.
Like ghost guy.
Just jumping in with like the zinger. Well done, Jess.
Iron Lad, more like milk and cigarettes, lad.
He left to go get a carton of milk, and he never came home. If Peter was a big problem for the Maker, then he for sure ought to be in this version of the Ultimate. So no way to reason out of that.
I'm not even asking for like Peter to be in the Ultimates full time. I'd just like to see him in either a different book or the Ultimates interacting with him.
I mean, that's what the miniseries will be for, I guess.
But that's like at the end of the line when Maker comes out of his mushroom. When the Maker comes out of fucking Smurf Village, we'll finally get everyone interacting together. But
Smurf,
is he Gargamel now?
Man, you gotta just Smurf.
He lives in a mushroom.
Smurf his way all over the Smurf thing and the Smurf.
This is exactly what was wrong with the Neil Patrick Harris movie, by the way. Putting Smurf and everything.
Yeah, but he was a good Spider-Man voice actor.
I don't care. Anyways,
hey, with shitty scripts. You can see our commentaries over on Spidey-Dude or on Patreon.com/Spidey-Dude Network.
Well, I honestly think there's not going to be a whole lot of Maker stuff going on against Spider-Man.
I don't think so either.
I think he's going to be there like when everyone's in Latveria going like, okay, guys, this is it. The Maker's coming out of his fucking Smurf village. And
should we start predicting how the series is going to end? Because I think
Harry's going to die.
Someone's going to die for real. Peter's going to beat Kingpin. I'm like 100% sure of that. That's what it's all. He's going to take down the Eastern Seaboard, kingdom.
He's
or
gonna
whatever,
General
you know?
Sherman the entire Eastern Seaboard.
Well, because Kingpin's basically in control of like New York, right? Like he's one of the big players. So like Peter's gonna take him down for good. I don't think he's gonna kill him, but he's gonna like. Well, maybe he will kill him. Who knows?
I can't wait for as Peter throws Kingpin down like 200 stories. He goes, "Oh, way down south in the land
bounces.
of traders, rattlesnakes and alligators. Right away, come away, come away, right away."
And Kingpin bounces and makes a boing sound.
All right, so here's the next couple
Oh
of issues.
God.
But I wonder, like, will Venom be destroyed potentially? Will Venom still be a thing? Like, because that could be a big
will
thing.
MJ let their 15-year-old go to Europe?
Study says will Doc Ock, join the fray as a friend or foe?
Will Doc Ock be Doc Ock?
Yeah.
Is this going to be like?
Will Doc Ock live in their apartment still?
I just have in my head this like picture, and I hate that you guys put this in my brain of like some shitty like Power Ranger poses of like all of these people together.
Yo, it'd be great if they all teleport the mushroom to like the Power Rangers quarry fight scene.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about, like
yep.
how every Power Rangers fight scene is in the same abandoned quarry.
Yep.
They just move the mushroom over there. It's like what was it, Crisis on Infinite Earths for the CW, where it's like, oh, it's the end of the world, we're fighting in a dumpster pit.
Yep.
Yep.
Literally how I'm picturing this whole end game battle going on is them
these like a bunch of anime poses, and like they summon a fucking Megazord or something. I don't know.
They got Richard, Harry, freaking Gwen, Peter. I don't even know like who the last one would be. Maybe they're just gonna pop out with like Ben and Jonah are just gonna be on that team too.
They're gonna have shotguns just like trying to blow people away.
Yeah, for real. Like this is just what I imagine. How
Jigsaw
this is going down.
Jameson's back. Boom, boom.
Yeah, for real mess. Like
so the next solicitations are the final meeting of the Sinister Six. Blood boils over as these warring villains gather to destroy each other once and for all. Or will they reunite against their common enemy, Spider-Man? Or, that's issue 21 solicitation.
Take that back. Take that back. Take that back. I see it in the chat. Take it back.
In issue 22.
You think Tevye posted that just to spite you?
Yes.
I think so.
Issue 22's solicitation says, the last will and testament of redacted. And then finally...
Great solicit, guys.
Yeah, somebody's definitely done.
Then finally, for issue 23, we have, you think we're going to tell you what happens in the penultimate issue of Ultimate Spider-Man? That would be spoilers galore. Just know it's building to a finale you don't want to miss.
Then what's the point of making a fucking solicit if you're just going to say, oh, I'm not going to tell you anything?
Exactly.
Because they have to do something.
They could at least say something and not just no spoilers.
Well,
Find
least,
out
I
in
don't know.
issue 24. And up next on the countdown.
The maker just blows up the entire area.
He just blows up New York.
Done.
He's just like, fuck this, and he blows up the whole
That's
thing.
the number one hit of the summer is boom, just blows everything up. Yeah. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
He's like, this wasn't a fun experiment anymore, so goodbye. And he just implodes
what I just realized, if
Maker comes out and says, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
For as big of a LARPy dipshit as the Maker is, I can totally see him doing that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how Ultimate Endgame ends.
He was just like, when he's sitting there in his mushroom cloud, he's just watching like the multiverse of Bruce Willis movies.
He's got like Howard Stark
from the building, like Hans Gruber.
It's been like 2,000 years inside of there. Maker's just sitting on the couch with like Howard Stark's skeleton next to him as he's like watching Die Hard.
Exactly. It's a Christmas movie, damn it! I'm coming out of Christmas.
Take that back.
You just got like Kang chilling in like the kitchen. It's like, I don't want to be here. Radiac earlier mentioned that like where is it?
I just saw that.
that the action has been lackluster. Not to keep dunking on this book, but man, am I reading a superhero comic or want to be The Wire? And you know what? The Wire had the Wire had Lance Reddick in it.
Yeah,
this book does not have Lance Reddick in it.
You could have.
So
we could posthumously put Lance Reddick as Robbie.
There you go.
It's me, Mysterio.
So, chat, for those that have read the book, put your grades down below, and we will post them up on the screen. Neil,
I mean, I'd be all in for The Wire featuring Spider-Man, but this is like
wouldn't that just be like a Carly Cooper show or a Captain Stacy show? I'd watch a Captain Stacy show, to be honest. Yeah, you know what? I would. Yeah. Would you guys watch an NYP? What was that one show from DC with Vanessa Hudgens and Alan Tudyk? You know what I'm talking about, right? The one where it's like
that Powerless. I think that was only
it was Powerless.
Did that actually?
I was gonna say fucking Superstore, but then I realized that's not it.
It was that.
They actually changed the first.
Superstore is now part of the DC extended.
I didn't like that.
That's the comic, The Pulse.
Oh yeah, the Bendis Bagley comic that
or Frontline or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, Pulse was that Bendis Bagley comic that had Norman
Jessica Jones.
Yeah, it kind of had Jessica Jones and like working as an investigative reporter for the Bugle.
Yeah,
and then we had Norman kill a random chick, and that's how he got in prison. So, and that was until he shot.
Isn't that the one where Matty Franklin was like being harvested for drugs?
No, that was Alias.
Okay, I don't know why I thought it was
close. I mean, Pulse is kind of sort of a spiritual
sequel. It's like a sequel with Bagley art instead of Gatos.
I did not forget about Department X, Jess Punk.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
It was Department H, I think. Was what it was, not Department.
I think there's another book. Hang on. No, there's another one. It's called Department X.
Oh, what the hell is Department X?
Russian.
Oh, Russian.
You had to say it. Now he's going to do an accent.
Well, with the axe, it was good. It was good time with the
also from Fallout 4, apparently.
So, all right. So we got some grades in the chat. So let me pull them up. We've got Jess Punk giving it a B+. Radiac giving it a C.
Wow.
Damn, Radiac. All right.
In fairness, at least he rationalized. He was able to like succinctly justify his position.
True. Ashley, what is your grade?
This is gonna pain me because my boys are in this, and I said I would never give it anything but an A++, but it is in fact a B+. Maybe down. Like a super negative A. Like just
all right.
I didn't think I was gonna do that like at all, but yeah, this one it was okay. Like it wasn't spectacular, it wasn't ultimate, it wasn't amazing. Gwen punched somebody. I got to see my boys.
Gwen got punched by somebody.
I mean, sorry, yeah, Gwen got punched by somebody. MJ punched her in the face. I mean, that was great, but it still did not give me any sort of moving forward.
Real quick, Tevia. I know that it's better than ASM and All New Venom, but that's like the lowest fucking bar in the universe.
You could walk over that bar. So
I could take my dog to the Westminster Jog Show and clear that bar.
So Adam, you're I'm sorry, Ashley, were you done? I didn't
go for it. Yeah, Adam.
You're great, sir.
I think I will give it a B+ too.
All right, B+.
Oh, I meant Westchester. I'm sorry. I said Westminster. Jesus Christ.
No, Westminster was correct.
College, isn't it?
No,
is it Westminster?
Westminster is the correct phrase.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of Neil, great.
B+. I think everyone here is kind of in lockstep as far as what our problems are and what we liked.
You know what? I'm going to be the contrarian.
No.
I'm giving it a B minus.
I thought you were gonna. I thought
shit.
the way you were saying that, I was like,
You're gonna give
I'm
it
gonna
an
give it a
A-minus.
higher grade.
Nope. I'm gonna be the lone grump here. To me, it was okay. Messina is not as good as Chichetto. He does fine with this type of format, but it's just because I've seen this song and dance before. Like most of our grades have been A+, A-, A. You know, for the most part, I think we might have had a B+ in there every once in a while. This is like my least favorite issue so far, which is impressive considering we're 20 issues in.
I don't think it's my least favorite. I think it's my least favorite in the grand scheme of things, though. Like as far as
towards the end, yeah. Like you said, they could have tried to do this in half of an issue.
Well, not even that. Like halfway through the narrative, like we spent 2 months. We spent 3 months with Peter and his friends, like Peter and his family, just like bumming it out in Nevada, right?
Yeah, but
Was it Nevada or Utah?
Utah. It was Utah.
They're kind of all the same state in that area.
No, like they're not.
All
they
four of those states kind of blend together. It's
they do.
Having driven through them, that is true.
They do come to a corner, and they're called the Four Corners.
He just gave up the second he stopped talking.
The thing I do wonder is if ESM will continue for Volume 2. I think that will happen. But it all depends on what kind of 6160 world Marvel wishes to have after the Maker Scheme. So Tevia gives it an A+. Sarah gives it a B+.
Tevia hates me.
Oh, he gave it an A+ because MJ punched.
MJ does a thing for the first time.
So for the pro MJ anti Gwen crowd, this is like
this is like fucking catnip.
This is catnip or porn, one or the other, or both,
or corn.
Corn, yeah, some corn, yeah.
Just some corn.
Not the band.
It's not easily digestible, and it comes out the same way it came in. All right. Anyway.
What the fuck?
Too far. Move on. Move on.
That's why you got to chew it up.
My god.
Anyways, so here's a dumb question. Do you think Ultimate Spider-Man will get relaunched with the end of Ultimate Endgame?
Yes.
I hope so.
I would if I was placing odds, I would place them at a 80% chance that they're going to relaunch this. It's made too much money. Hickman's going to be able to tell his story, allegedly, and not have any outside interference. I wonder who's going to take it over. Does Donny Cates come in and do his original pitch? Now that he's working,
does Chip Zdarsky abandon Captain America for for Ultimate Spider-Man?
Yeah, I mean, do we see that occurring?
Letting him in. I'm gonna kick him.
What? Okay, all right.
Is that actually him?
Oh, God.
What do you mean if it's actually him?
Why is your profile picture like a cat girl VTuber profile? What?
I'm scared.
It's Fillion. Because I don't feel like hooking up my camera.
Is this the horse game?
No. It's a VTuber.
That's what I said. Why is it a VTuber?
This is his Twitch. This is his secret Twitch account that we're seeing right now.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought this was the horse game.
All you things you heard about VTubers actually being guys, there you are.
All right. So why are we jumping in, Grump? I'm giving you the floor.
No.
What? It's because I want to beat up the contrarian. Giving this book a B-.
He wanted to leave a live voice.
Contrarianism was a minus sign.
Yeah. Because he's just a little. It's because you're upset about the Dallas Cowboys trading away one of your best defensive players. That's why.
That has nothing to do
Okay,
with
real
why
quick.
I didn't like
It
the
comes
Eagles.
out.
Oh, you're taking your hate of Jerry Jones out on this comic book. It's definitely an A- or an A. No freaking way is it a B-.
B- for me, sir. And let me tell
Okay,
you
hang
something.
on.
I got to deal with
hang on,
Jared
hang on,
Jones
hang
for
on,
the
hang
rest
on,
of my life.
hang on, Zach. I got an idea.
Okay.
Zach, mute yourself and go get your electric razor, and then
Let's do it right now. Let's
do it
just
live
take care
on-
of it.
Yeah,
right
do it
now.
live
Why-
on-
why-
Band-Aid off.
No. There's still
No.
games to play, okay?
Just rip the Band-Aid off early.
I
No.
think you should do it on air.
I so far, Zach, I have been right. I did warn you earlier in the week. You're sitting there toting, hey, we're gonna make the playoffs. And what did I say? Is Jerry Jones still the owner?
Well, listen, I will say this. I genuinely didn't think that the trade would happen. I was
Okay, I'm gonna let the girls.
Distraught?
I'm gonna let the girls talk it out over there.
Whoa,
Anyways,
put them in timeout. Neil was like,
they can
"No."
DM each other. I want to talk about Spider-Man. We're talking about football. I don't like that.
whose show is this, sir?
The one where you gave me productive.
Well, this has to relate to Spider-Man.
Like kicking me off my own show?
Sports ball.
I can make this relate to Spider.
How can you make it Spider-Man related?
Okay. Okay, on August
This is just
21st, a certain thing's going to
This is just
happen.
Like when
and-
Stacy died.
Oh no. Yeah, it's on after the 21st. It will be a amazing Spider-Man show on this channel where half of Zach's beard dies, and he'll go thwip throughout the whole show.
I'm not doing
Is
this.
this some kind of Wait, is this some kind of humiliation ritual thing?
I think
No,
it is.
Yeah, he wants to make it that way. I did not accept those terms. sir.
So
I'm
here's how it relates to Spider-Man. This is Zach's equivalent of watching MJ's plane explode.
Oh. Well, this has
Okay,
happened. As a Dallas sports fan, this has happened to me twice in the same calendar fucking year.
Has
So,
MJ died on a plane twice? Or...
Yeah, we are struggling right now. If you're a Dallas sports fan right now, you watch two.
You're all Peter Parker.
Yeah, like we
You're
are
all
being-
Peter Parker, written by Marvel Comics. You're all losers.
all right. Enough sports ball.
And Neil still has to rock it.
Oh yeah.
But I came in here because I heard a B- ultimate smile.
So he decided to be.
Oh,
extra
by the way, did you? Yeah, I just said, I got to be Grumps. Did you play my voicemail?
Oh, you left a voicemail? No, I did not.
You joined. We don't
Yes,
have
Okay,
to-
hang on.
leave
The
a
chat
voice.
has more relevance to the show than we do right now.
Yes.
So Radiac and Tev.
Well, you shouldn't have brought me on.
All right. Well,
I didn't.
bye,
Zach did.
Grumps.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay. Anyways,
Back to the show, ladies and gentlemen.
you really need to edit that. You really need to edit that out.
It's
I'm
fine.
just saying.
It's fine. It's just a harbinger of chaos. It's fine. So if Hickman and Gutsy have a panel saying 616 and shows Peter Parker getting remarried if he does have carte blanche.
I don't think he has that much carte blanche.
Which writer? I mean, I don't know. Okay, so Matt Bird asked me what your opinion is the best way to fix Spider-Man, but all of Marvel, because I am sure we all agree Marvel Comics have been very broken since 2008. It's
Blow
not-
Up the Sun.
It hasn't been completely broken since 2008. Okay, there's been some good shit that's come out since 2008. It's just you got to go find it. Okay, it's not been like completely like they're shooting blanks. It's if you're a Spider-Man fan for the most part, yeah, you're probably right. But like, but there's other Spider-Man stuff that's like Amazing Spider-Man that's actually been pretty good. Spider-Man Life Story, I think, is one of the best miniseries. I really like that.
It's aged worse. The more I look at it,
But for the most part, like that's been one of, in terms of Spider-Man miniseries that's come out in the last 15 years, it's probably one of the best.
Which
People
one?
do like that one for
Life
some
Story.
reason.
Life Story, because it's a self-contained story where it's basically Spider-Man for all, but for all seasons, like you saw with Superman and Batman and stuff like that. Like it's basically essentially that premise. Where what if Spider-Man aged in real time, and what would that story look like? And it, kind of plays out pretty well. Now, does it kind of have a wet fart of an ending? Sure, we can argue that, but again, it's just like I don't know. It's one of those things where I can sit there and wave a magic wand, and maybe I'll do a video here on the channel where I discuss what I would do different, what I would do in terms of how to fix Marvel. I think the continuity has gotten all over the place. I think there's just not a sense of direction. It's no longer a medium where we're creating new stories, we're creating new IP, and I think it's hindering the ability for them to tell compelling stories. I think that most of the characters are stuck in a certain box that they're being put in, and they can't escape from that box. It's not just Spider-Man, it's Fantastic Four, it's the X-Men. Like when X-Men tried to do something radically different with this same writer, I might add, they immediately
They panicked.
They panicked and they immediately went back to status quo. And so it's you got to let the writers write. The only thing that they need to be using as their guide is does the decisions that the characters make sense for the characters?
Ah, shit! I just pinched myself with a chip clip. Sorry.
Your ADHD is showing.
Yeah. Anyways,
so that's basically more or less my answer. Is you got to have people that are willing to not push the characters beyond where they're not recognizable.
I just want to address this. Tevye, they're never going to reboot.
I think they might.
I used to think they would, and that sometimes I think they should, but they jerk themselves off on having one forever running timeline.
But
what they're running into, and this is the exact same thing that DC ran into when they were in the late 70s, early 80s, is that there's so much.
Yeah.
Now you've had Mark Waid basically do a history of the Marvel Universe.
And a history of the DC Universe now.
Yeah. And I think that if you did some streamlining and did like a crisis level event and you kind of, collapse the multiverse within itself and basically, which is what ultimately I think that's what the story is going to have happen in the MCU. I think it's going to, I'm kind of with Adam. I think it's going to happen simply because corporate synergy is going to be too hard to resist.
Also, if sales get worse, I wouldn't put anything past them.
I think it's the nuclear option, truth be told.
And plus they'll just bring it back later, like DC ends up always doing.
Like New 52, where they were like,
shit,
they didn't like it. Panic.
But then you get things like Rebirth. Like there were some things from Rebirth that actually turned out really well. I think Superman.
I miss Jessica Cruz.
So it's just one of those things where I think that there are some value to it, but it's also, there is value right now, at least in the Ultimate Universe, being able to kind of, do the things that regular Marvel's not doing. But again, and to not dovetail on the point that the Grump made just now, the reason it's a B- is because, again, I think if it was a Shadow, it would have been a B+. But the fact that we got this issue already, character beat wise, it just, I don't know, it felt very much like filler. And again, this is the lowest grade I think I've given an Ultimate book. So, yeah. So if you are, all right, so like basically another Secret Wars event, sort of. They're not going to retcon one more day.
They're actually visiting Battleworld over in Avengers, the Marvel zombie part.
Yeah. One thing I'm going to say: they're not going to retcon one more day. I don't just drop this. It's not going to happen.
Maybe one day it will happen, but don't like.
As long as
here's my thought process: don't go into ASM and into a new ASM run assuming that they'll do it.
And also, as long as Alan Fine and Tom Brevoort are involved with Marvel in any stretch of the imagination,
and Nick Lowe,
yeah, like
you've got like at least five different guys, stacked on top of each other, so they're even more scary that way. It's like
until
old man
my
Voltron.
generation, like Danny Chasm gets elevated to a point where he can make decisions,
or Will Moss,
or those guys. Until they are in the positions that Nick Lowe and them are in, nothing's going to change. And I know that is not what people want to hear.
Editorial needs to change.
We've talked about editorial changes for a long time. I will say this: the Avengers office lets Jonathan Hickman do what he wants to do, unlike what happened with X-Men. I mean, give them credit. But again, I don't know. Okay, if Donnie Cates was still writing this, like he originally was planned to do, maybe you would have had more thumb in the nose at the whole one more day thing. But I think Hickman just thought it was kind of interesting to have a married Spider-Man. Let me see if I can play with it. And he played with it. And he's done well with it. But that's not something that ideologically he is so beholden to.
Super committed. Yeah, he's not. Yeah. He is not. Ideal. He is not all in on the marriage being like the most important part of this book. This is not Renew Your Vows.
Exactly.
Where the marriage is like crammed down your throat and you're told how great Peter and MJ's love life is and how great their child is. Hickman wants to write about like shadowy cabals and a guy on a glider.
Yeah, I mean, and we've talked about that absolutely over the last several episodes, especially. So, I mean, again, this is a good book. I just have some quibbles with this specific issue that I don't think that I would have had on most of the other issues. I mean, the fact of the matter is, this is the first episode where we've had B's as grades.
Especially me. Like,
yeah,
I am so diehard for that.
If she sees the Gaylord, she will give it an A.
Yeah, so for me to have to give it a B+, it was just based on the substance of it and the art and everything else. There were some things I didn't really care for in it, but it's still, like, I love this series. Like, this by far has been one of my favorite series I've read, and I can't remember how long. So
Tevye, your assumption that, or your guess that it's going to be either retirement or fired. No, these guys will work until they die. I'm not even kidding. You think they work in an industry where they get benefits and retirement plans? No. Look how they treated Peter David. These guys will be working until
editorial does, right?
I mean, they're gonna be working until they die.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is incomprehensible to me.
They barely treat Hickman good, and he's like one of their marquee creators.
Exactly. I mean, they've.
Hang on, my mom's asking for me.
Sure. Well, while Neil's here, I'll get the Grumps in here just because he's
annoying you in chat.
Yeah.
Why are you so loud, bro? Blowing out my eardrums.
Okay, hold on. Is that better?
Yes.
Hey guys, I gotta go.
All right, bye, Neil.
Bye, Neil.
Bye, Neil. Okay. The last person I want mad at me is Ashley after what I saw on Facebook. She scares me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
With what Zach was saying about overall how Marvel Comics is treating their creators, I totally agree. They don't see them as having any real value. The best way I could put it. It's like, oh, you're just a writer of a comic book. And if they would treat them like script writers, because they're supposed to be, the MCU movies should be pulled from comic books. The good ones, not the sucky ones that they've been doing lately. But I mean, Peter David wrote some of the most classic books out there. His Hulk run, Death of Gene Wolfe. I mean, we can sit here and spend the next hour and a half talking just about what Peter David did for Marvel Comics.
Yeah.
And Jim Shooter. I mean, Jim Shooter kept that company going. Yeah, was he an asshole? Yeah. But guess what? An editor-in-chief has to be an asshole.
Well, and considering who he trained under, right? How the editor that he cut his teeth under was DC. That DC was very businesslike, especially during that era in the 60s and 70s. And he brought that approach to Marvel when Marvel was not businesslike. They were the hippies. Marvel was the hippies, and DC was the straights. They were the executives in the suits.
Yeah, what was his first memo? Write good stories. That was his first memo. It was write good stories.
And he was my age when he's editor-in-chief. He's 38 years old when he's editor-in-chief of Marvel.
You're 38? I thought you were like 52.
I'll be 30. Fuck you. I'll be 30. I'll be 38 at the end of the year. All right.
That was so visceral there.
Don't age me up, you asshole. I'm already.
The guys say you don't do that to me 40. Either.
But you got way Marvel has treated some of the most impactful writers and editors that ushered in and kept that company going until it became mismanaged in the 90s is deplorable. All right?
I mean,
if your name is not Stan Lee or Ditko, you're not seen as a real contributor to the Marvel universe.
I mean, even and look, as much as I hate to say it, John Romita Sr. should be put up there. Everybody talks about Lee Ditko, but without Romita Sr., Marvel or Spider-Man doesn't hit the mainstream the way he does.
Yeah,
he's not as marketable. He doesn't become a mascot, which leads into the IP discussion, right? The comics are a tax write-off. That's all they are. They're an IP factory. They're an IP factory. They are wholly designed to create new IP or add to existing IP, so that way they can turn around and put that in films. And these writers and artists are getting paid pennies on the dollar based on what they're producing.
I mean, you look at the successful MCU movies, Spider-Man, Sam Raimi. It's basically it's the classics. Then you have what are you laughing about? After
screw you, Thomas. I'm probably aged 5 years. Yes, I'm at least 43 now.
And you take that back to Vank, because if he's joining the 40s club, that means I've already joined it, and I don't want to hear that slander.
Oh, darling, you're aging like wine. You're going to be fine until you're 75.
Thank you.
Yeah, she still looks like she's 25, and I'm over here looking like aged goddamn milk.
Well, your beard does look like it's curdling.
Now that I don't have Neil here, I have absolute power. I can just kick your ass off the show.
But it's you look at the successful Marvel MCU movies. They're all ripped from comics. They're all based on classic stories, except for like the main Avengers movies. I mean, even Civil War, basically had that theme Stark versus Cap. You know, it had.
Well, look, I mean, for the most part, especially in the first, for the most part in the first three phases, they were able to take modern stories and really tell it from the perspective of the classic elements of the characters. Everything was earned, everything was built up towards. And then it became, hey, we're just having to pump content out because we need to populate our library with content because we are playing from behind because of Netflix. And need I remind everybody, by the way, that most of the stuff that's Netflix original series and Netflix original shows and movies are just dog shit. There's like a handful that are great.
Are
like
you talking
Demon
about
Hunters.
Are you talking about the Daredevil?
No.
Cage?
No. I'm talking about just Netflix in general.
In general.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like if you go and look at the Netflix original stuff, most of that original content's terrible. They've got about 4 or 5 great properties that they have been able to do that are anchor properties, I might add. And I include the Marvel stuff before it was brought over to Disney.
Mm-hmm.
As amongst that stuff, I think most of that stuff outside of basically Iron Fist was great.
I
All
like
the Defender stuff was great.
Iron Fist.
I thought
I
Iron
think
Fist
I'm
was
the
okay.
I'm in the low end of that because everybody else seemed to hate it, but I would have liked to see where they would have continued to take it.
It got better in season 2.
It did. That's what I was hoping to see it continue on that path, but it didn't. So.
And I think I think Finn Jones was set up to fail in that situation. I also blame that entirely on Jeff Loeb. And Grumps knows how I can go on a 15-minute rant about Jeff Loeb.
Then I'll do another 30.
Well, all I'll say is this. Jeff Loeb is why we lost the greatest adaptation of Avengers comics of all time.
Mm-hmm.
In our Mightiest Heroes. So
Yes.
anyway,
No.
we're kind of
Diverged.
It's fine.
But
it makes their show great, I think.
Yeah. So
Side quest, then back onto the main.
Adam, you've been very quiet while I've been ranting and raving here. So any reaction to what I was saying?
Nada.
Happy birthday, Jack Kirby. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, happy birthday to Jack Kirby, by the way.
And happy early birthday to Tevia too, because I just saw
happy
that
birthday, Tevia.
Happy birthday, Tevia. So I mean, it's been long enough. I love the fact that Earth 828 is direct reference to Kirby and his birthday. I think that's awesome.
Can I sum this up?
Yeah, sure. I'm fucking
Zach is wrong with his grade.
You are so
Cowboys are going to lose.
You are so that is like the stick in your craw that I dare give it a B-. Again, let me be clear. The lowest grade that's been given to an Ultimate issue since we fucking started this series of shows is a B-.
I love this right now. You're turning so red from like.
I can always make Zach's face look like a stop sign.
This is better.
This old man gets my blood pressure up every time. I'm gonna have a stroke on air one night, and it's gonna be a direct result of this grumpy ass old man that's below me, who is just reveling in the fact that I might stroke out completely on the air. Rock, you freaking mean it.
Okay. Let me sum up. Okay, Zach is wrong about his grade. Ashley is aging like fine wine, and Adam is the most chilled panelist that we have.
Adam is the level-headed dude who's just sitting in the corner, just looking at me and staring at me like, why are we still doing the show right now? Like, we needed to wrap this up like 20 minutes ago, but we were just still here. And
This poor neurotypical man with the rest of us with our neurospicy, chaotic energy.
Adam's thinking, why did you bring Grumps to the show? Why did you bring Grumps to the show? He just derails it every fucking time. Why did you bring him to the show?
I feel like he's been looking to figure out a way to kick you off this whole time. Just secretly. Bye.
I'm just kidding. All right, so let's wrap the episode up. I'm going to go around the horn, let you guys get final thoughts, and then we'll start wrapping it up. Adam, we'll start with you, my brother.
I guess I don't know. This issue is kind of like, well, I'm slightly losing my enthusiasm for the book. I feel like it's been happening past couple months, but it's like this one, it's like, I mean, I'm looking forward to the ending just because I feel like it's going to be, I think it's going to be what we're hoping it's going to be. I have a good feeling about the ending, but after that, like, honestly, after that, I'm not sure if it gets rebooted, which it might, the odds are high. Like, I don't know. I can probably take it or leave it after that.
Ashley, your final thoughts, please.
Oh, there's not a thought up in my brain at this point of the night.
She's expelled all the thoughts. It's all done. She's just it's just like the in the old before the talkies. It just says Finn. The little outro card.
It's like the wheel is spinning, but the hamster is dead. Like, that's what's going on in my brain right now.
It's the
like it's nighttime. Like,
so, Grumps, I'm not giving you a final thoughts. You don't deserve one because you've already been derailing the show enough for this episode.
Well, I do have a final thought. I have read the issue. I enjoyed it. My grade is an A-. I do. Put it this way,
I could probably be convinced to give it an A-, probably. But I started thinking, maybe B+.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I gave it an A-. Was it sort of a filler issue? Yes. Okay. But there were certain things that is helping to build up the story because it's not just filler. There were elements there to help move the story forward. Now, if it was 100% filler, it would just okay, I could just throw this away. I don't need it in my collection. You kind of do because there's elements there to help push the story forward.
Oh, well, and I think that by the end, MJ's, basically pointing out to the boys, look, you cannot follow your wife. Like, she's going to get us killed. She is the most rational person in the room. I wasn't saying that there wasn't value to the issue. What I was saying was it was frustrating because it felt like we had already seen this exact same episode. This felt like a copy paste in terms, and I know that's intentional. I get it from a storytelling standpoint. I know
I could change your mind.
No, you can't.
I can. How many times have you repeat something to your daughter? The issue felt real.
That's different.
No, it felt real. Parents repeat their shit to their kids all the damn time.
Oh, that part. Yeah. Okay. I 100%. I completely understand what you're saying. But again, when I'm sitting there and I have a certain, you have, if this book is a pew, I can't say actual, because of restrictions on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a clip with 24 rounds, and I've got 4 rounds left. I better make them count.
This is why I think. Okay, you're probably going to revisit this issue, probably 2 issues down the road, and say that issue ties into this issue. I didn't see it.
100%. I will say, I will go back and revise my grade if that is the case. 1,000%. and I will say I was wrong. This issue was important, and this is why. And I will say it as we go on the air. But just looking at it from the snapshot of now, that's where my grade.
Happy hands.
Listen, am I doing Madonna's Vogue shit? Yes, it's fine. It's fine.
And then, of course, we're going to look forward to that when you do the next episode that you don't have a beard.
Okay. That's going to be the next ASM episode that you'll be on.
I'll make you a prosthetic. It's fine.
We're not going to do ASM this month?
We are. We'll do it next week.
Yeah, we'll do, because then the anniversary issue comes out next week too, so that fits.
Yeah, and considering what happened in these 2 issues wasn't much, and apparently there's going to be.
It was so exciting. I was so thrilled to read it. I'm so happy.
Yeah, so we will talk about ASM next week. All right, everybody, if you have not already, go over to the Patreon page. Patreon.com/Spideydude Network. Become part of our Patreon tiers. We really do need more patrons, please. You get sensational tiers: Allison, Cindy, Casey, Doug, Ed, Eric, Georgia, Greg, Janelle, Jessica, Joyce, Catherine, Kale, Laura, Howard, Lump Moose, Master Dram, Phoenician, RJ, Vanessa, Vicky. Thank you guys for your support. We also got Tara. Poor Sarah. She's no longer a spectacular patron. But I know why, and it was legitimate. We got our VIPs, Walter and Venkman. Thank you guys as always for your support over on the Patreon page, patreon.com/Spideydude Network. On the screen, you also see our friendly neighborhoods here. They get their audio-only shout-out on the audio-only episode, on the audio versions of the show. We have Make My Mayday. The latest episode was conversation with Frogoat. I am now the mod on r/Spider-Girl, one of the mods, so yay. I didn't talk about that, but speaking of things you get on Patreon, you get Books of X, which is the X-Men Krakoan era podcast with me and Neil.
Me.
And Ashley, on the next episode. And we have Voices from the Eerie Gargoyles podcast. The video versions are up on the Patreon page. So if you want to see Greg and Jen and Greg Wiseman talk to various people, this last episode was him talking with Greg's daughter. So it's Greg's daughter, Greg, Jen, and Greg talking about the books and stuff, or the shows and the books. They're also talking about the books from Dynamite as well. And we got ASM Classics with Javi and Jack. More episodes to come. And of course, you can always see our Vault series, Clone Saga Chronicles, and Spectacular Radio. The Asabi Cinema Era podcast is about to wrap up. Got just a few episodes left, so keep tuning into that. And speaking of Greg Wiseman, if you have not already, listen to our insane episode where we talk with Greg about the books. We will be talking with JMD Mateus on a future episode in the month of September, so stay tuned for that. And of course, as always, we have our social medias. Find us at Spideydude Radio on Twitter /X. You got at Facebook, Instagram, Threads, at Spideydude Network, at Spideydude Official on Instagram as well. You can find us over here at YouTube, at youtube.com/Spideydude Radio Network. If you're not already subscribed, give us that like, that share. Where's that? I clicked the wrong one. No! Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, everybody, for more content here on the channel, as always. And we'll have the review of the Maximum series Spider-Man with Javi. And we will also have our ASM reviews next week. Thank you guys for watching. If you're watching us live, if you're watching us after the fact, thank you as well. And we'll see you next time here on the Spideydude Radio Network.